Hey everybody, it's Danny with Total Geek Live here with Baltimore, Kaiser, and Guy.
How you doing?
And today we're gonna trailer trash the new Jumanji movie. Jumanji, yeah,
Jumanji.
Jumanji
Jumanji.
movie. So Kaiser, let's get that trailer rolled up here.
All right, I'm getting it queued up, and we are starting it
The jungle.
now. Sony, Columbia.
Sony in Columbia.
Meanwhile, at the end.
Who plays board games anymore? That's just
I do.
I make them. Well, working on making them.
Jumanji. Pick a character and you're that person in the game.
Bethany, you in?
I don't spend my life staring at a TV screen. Fine.
Irony.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's actually kind of.
So was that a Coleco vision?
Like it had the bacon.
Oh my god, we're in different people's bodies!
Bethany, don't look at it!
I'm in a fan. Wait a second. Where's my phone? Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I think we've become the avatars we chose.
Welcome to Jumanji!
Should he have said "Welcome to the jungle"?
Which means
We're restarting.
we each have 3 lives.
Come on, let's go! I'm Alex. Watch your step in here.
So gnarly. We can help each other.
I was waiting for this song to kick in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh wait, is that a Jonas Brother?
I hate this game.
Yes, it is.
Good stuff.
I guess I haven't seen this trailer.
Yes, cake is my weakness.
I think it means you carry my weapon to give them to me when I tell you to.
Don't let this new body get your butt whooped.
What the heck?
We have to work together. I think it's a staring contest. Who's good at staring and not blinking? I'm amazing at it. I can't even with this place.
No.
We gotta go. Get on my back.
Hell no!
I'll carry you. Come on.
I would rather die.
Get on my back.
Nope, I'm gonna die. Let me go!
I laughed more than I expected.
Isn't that your weakness?
Yeah.
Happening to me? Am I shaking? Am I still black?
Yes.
Okay, we're fine. Everything is fine. It's all good.
Shh. I did not see that coming. Whoa, that actually kind of looked fun. The first trailer I saw for this, I was like, yeah, really? But this
Right?
is kind
That's
of
what Baltimore. That's what Baltimore and I talked about earlier today. Was that why did they not follow? Start with this trailer.
Right.
It explains so much more. We're introduced to the whole 3 lives tattoo bit, and a whole amount of extra characters, not just the 4.
Yeah.
And you're kind of seeing this huge world that is Jumanji and stuff. It explains so much more. So it's interesting to see that maybe they didn't have enough footage to edit with when they came out with the first trailer. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it was a teaser, so you're not going to get everything that you would have gotten that we got in this one.
It was a pretty full trailer. It was a
It was a 2-minute trailer. It was
Really?
a long teaser. Oh yeah.
I talked about, let's do Jumanji trailer, and nobody was interested. I was
Yeah.
like, come on, guys.
Right.
And now this one came out. I was like, and it really does look good. The first one, I thought I was really just going to trash it. I didn't think I had anything worthwhile for it. But in this one, I feel like there's a lot more value into it, and I actually do want to go see the movie now based on this one.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Now.
Now?
Now.
Now?
Oh, I was reading my question here. Hold on.
Oh, we have questions?
Oh.
So, the first one I was kind of high budget for its day, but CG just wasn't to the point it is now. So then, but especially now, it looks really cheap. The original Jumanji, the monkeys, and especially. Um, I wonder if that was part of its charm. Is it going to lose some of that? You think, being a little bit more polished and everything, or is that not even going to be a factor?
I think for me, the main charm and the heart of the original Jumanji was centered around Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And just everything that he made that movie to be.
Yeah.
So I really, looking back at it, the CG and all that was kind of just an afterthought for me. It was more about the storyline and the comedic stuff with him and stuff. Whereas this looks like it's just a ramped up adventure movie.
Yeah, it doesn't
movie.
seem like it has the heart that the original had.
Right, exactly. It's really left the heart of all of that out, and I'm okay with that because Robin Williams has passed on, so we can't have a cameo in here or anything. So let that be its own thing there, and let this just be a new kind of continuation of the Jumanji world, but
did it need to be called
Jumanji?
Jumanji? Did it even need that license if they're not
Well,
going to maintain some of the heart and the story beats?
Nostalgia reigns supreme.
I know that's the thing is like we're in reboot and sequel era of our lifetimes. We don't know if there's going to be a connection from this one and the previous 1995 film. There may be. We may have just not seen it yet. They may not divulge that until we go and see the movie. Maybe the.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. To talk about what you're saying, some of the interviews that I've read have said that there will be a connection, that there will be some sort of connective tissue between the two, whether it's the who plays board games anymore, and I think there's a little bit more to that segment that we first saw in this new trailer. I think there's going to be some sort of connection. What it remains to be, whether these are the children.
I was going to say the children,
or or what. But I have heard a lot of people in the production speak lovingly and respectfully of Robin Williams and his version of this film. So I think they're going to be thoughtful about that.
Okay.
To what end, I don't know.
Well, I think one of the biggest things I saw from the change, I'm okay with the change of format simply because it is like board games to video games, and of course with a game change like that, you are getting a completely different experience. I mean, if you were watching Double Dare on TV and you played like the board game, you're not going to get the same type of experience. And so this one, now you're getting all the interactive elements and things that where board games challenge you with pieces and strategy, and this one creates the world and the scenarios in far more detail than a standard board game could.
Well, it's weird because if you're looking at it, it's an old pixel graphics. It looks like an old Atari era system with like NES level graphics, but yet when they're in the game, you're seeing kind of the displays and stuff that are more prevalent of modern gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of confused on the visual aesthetic of, not all games are the same. What era? Because like in the first Jumanji, it was like an old board game, and there were video games and stuff that existed then, and so the oldness was the old board game. And this seems like the new stuff. She has the smartphone and everything. And then the oldness is this kind of classic game system.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Well, I mean, I
probably the
think-
sense of sorry.
No, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead,
Yeah.
guy.
It's probably the sense of Tron logic, whereas like you look on the arcade screens and it's just a bunch of pixels, but once you're pulled into that world, everything is fleshed out and more real and more defined explanations for everything. Because that logic, once you get pulled into something that on the surface looks primitive, is far more deeper than what you expect.
Right.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Guy, but you said it much better.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, like honestly, if they had gone with a 8-bit type of style or something very blocky, pixelated, or whatever, I don't think it would have worked as well. I mean, I get the idea and I get kind of that wanting to have that kind of concept, but I think it wouldn't have. I don't think it would have been successful with that. I think people would have been like, "Why is it like this? Why can't I? Why is I think audience would have had a lot of problems with it. Whereas I can get the understanding, like, I would have liked seeing that because that's kind of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I do think it's kind of interesting to, have the game evolve, and have it be from board game to, video game and that kind of immersive, because I think that's a nice evolutionary step that, makes the property now as opposed to what it was in '95. So I thought that was a nice upgrade for it.
Now, in the Jumanji universe, was there just the one Jumanji game that existed? Or was it a game that everybody had, but this was a special board?
I don't know.
No, to my knowledge, it's just a game. It was just one game that those kids just stumbled upon. I forget how they got it.
It was in that house, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah. They found it in the house. That's right. Yeah. To my knowledge, it's just the one.
Okay, 'cause I was just kind of curious how they would transition the magic that was the board game of the one singular magic game into the magic of a single cartridge or disc or whatever they're playing it on.
Well, my theory is that based on that kid setting it down, and nobody plays it. If it looks like he sets it down on a TV or near a gaming system or something,
Okay.
it may transform then to
Sense.
a video game system or something. It's kind of
smart.
right. I mean, it
It's
could be
power
like the
transfer.
Cosmic Cube. It's sentient and
takes
can
the
just
form of
take
whatever.
the form of whatever. Yeah.
Okay, well that actually is kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
So it's not so
That's
much
just
the
a theory.
board itself, it's the power inside the board. So it obviously goes to the next modern game thing. So like if they do a
Exactly.
reboot 20 years from now, it could be Jumanji as a VR experience.
Mhm.
So
Exactly. If they're thinking right and thinking smart, that's how they should do it.
Where you put on the visor and you're in Jumanji, and then you pull off the visor and it's still there.
Yes.
So what do you think about the avatars? What do you think about the characters that they end up becoming, and the actors, I guess, that are portraying them?
appropriately video gamey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they follow the video game,
Yeah.
tropes, to a
Yeah.
T.
Archetypes, whatever you want to call them.
The girls,
Stereotypes.
the girl's scantily clad as she would be
For no
for no reason,
reason.
because
Yeah.
it's a video game.
Oh yeah.
The muscle-bound dude is a giant muscle-bound dude. It's way bigger than any normal human, so you get The Rock to play him.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I love that. I love that the other girl becomes Jack Black's character.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So, like randomly, like
Oh yeah.
off kilter.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Jack Black's character is in a pith helmet, and just for me, that kind of makes me think of Pitfall, which is even funnier because that was Jack Black's first acting career, was acting in a Pitfall commercial when he was a kid. So
Right.
Full circle.
Oh,
Yep.
full
All
there.
full circle.
Wow, that is cool.
yeah,
I
so
wonder
that,
if
that
he'll-
kind of made me happy.
I wonder if he'll make an allusion to that at all in the movie.
Oh,
I
that
hope so.
That would be neat.
Yeah, because I'm sure it didn't
Also,
escape
maybe-
him,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
No, the only cast members I feel sorry for are the kids, that they didn't go and get to do all these adventure things that their avatars are actually doing. You know, it's we're introduced to them at the beginning, but then then that's it. And I'm sure we'll probably see them in the end or whatever. But it's different than the '95 film where we did have the kids and we experienced the journey with them. So that's the only people I feel sorry for.
Yeah, we'll be with the kids when they learn their life lesson, and that's the most important gift of them all.
Yes, that's true.
I just can't believe that they're not more sensitive to cake-related deaths, because that's totally a real thing, and I don't think they approach that with the sensitivity that they need with cake-related deaths.
I know, right? Let's talk about that cake scene.
Yeah. Call HR about that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
The cake is a lie.
I mean, that was just a pound cake. What happens? What a ton cake does to you?
Global detonation.
Yeah, that's it.
Beef cake.
Beef cake. Beef cake.
Yeah. So I think I'm on board. I really wasn't before, but like we said at the top of this, this trailer makes it seem a lot more fun than I was first expecting. And, I'm sure there might be more heart in the actual full feature. It's hard to show heart in a movie in 2 minutes when you're trying to show off, oh, look, it's funny because we've got Jack Black and Kevin Hart and The Rock and, so they're trying to show off the comedy chops, but I'm sure there'll be some heart in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If the first trailer was a knot, the second trailer is totally hot. So I am down for this Jumanji coming out in December, so this Christmas time.
Yep.
So that'll be a good time.
Should be fun. I'm down for it.
Yeah, I will give it my cash, if not in the theater, the red box.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't even go to many Christmas time movies, but this one may be definitely there because I judging by I like the songs that they pick, the music and stuff, and kind of want to hear that in the loudspeakers and this seems like enough of an action film that I'd enjoy it in the theater. Yeah, so I'll probably be there.
Well, you going truly is a Christmas miracle.
That's right. It is. It is.
Blesses everyone.
I usually just stay home and be a Scrooge.
Right. Drink your eggnog.
So, guys, it looks like all four of us are on board with this. It took a second trailer for it to happen. But, hey, sometimes that's the way it goes. At least it didn't take a third trailer.
Yeah. Please watch us. Please. We're good, I swear.
It feels sad.
So there you have it, guys. You viewers, we're all on board. And hopefully you will be too. And if you do go see it, let us know what you thought about it. And I'm sure we're going to do a review on it probably sometime after Christmas. Maybe it'll be a nice little Christmas miracle episode for you. You never know. But I'm Danny with Total Geek Live with the other geeks. It's all geek to us. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Back now, you hear?
Welcome to your own jungle.
I was ready, but I wasn't recording. But now I'm recording.
High five.
Just last night, I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, surrounded by giant scorpions and man-eating crocodiles.